All right, check it out. Michael Mawn, he describes himself as loving the steep, gnarly faces.
This is Michael Mawn on course, putting a nice grab in on, getting the Indy and just powering his way down here.
Personally, when I have a bad injury, I'm a little bit on edge for injuries after that. The Fieberbrunn fall was nothing out of the ordinary that any freerider experiences, just a big tomahawk, and I hit my head a little bit. And then it wasn't until the summer, a few months later, that I just one day just had this onset of extreme dizziness hit me, and I was like tripping over my own feet trying to walk. Saw some doctors. They think it may have been issues coming up from a prior head injury. I didn't always compete in freeride. I competed in halfpipe all throughout high school. I associated myself as a halfpipe rider. It was really a great outlet to push myself as both an athlete and a person. It's definitely scary though. I don't think I was ever at the top and not like a little worried about the run. You know, it's a crazy thing. That wall's the size of a 2-story building and it's straight up at the end, and then you're hauling towards it and you're airing really high out of it. I was prepared to go all in with halfpipe at the end of the season while I was training for nationals. Caught my heel edge and just whipped my head back real hard. I remember Blake put his mitten under my head, and I was just like, yeah, Blake, I'm not doing this again, man. I was in the hospital at some point, and the doctors told me I had a brain injury, probably shouldn't do halfpipe again, and I immediately knew that that was okay, that there was another route to go.
Yo, Victor.
Yeah,
Crush it, man.
Michael is on course right now and kicking off his campaign here as a rookie.
That injury gave me a lot of time to reflect and grow, and led me to this sport that for me is just so much better.
He's just so stoked to be here.
That was a big learning point in my life, that one thing doesn't define you, and there's not one avenue to pursue happiness in life. It's, you know, there's more than that.
Michael Mawn, look at this run. Whoa. Another huge one. Woo-hoo-hoo. Michael Mawn, he's on it.
If you have a first big concussion, that's bad. If you have another one right after, that's way worse. You know, it wasn't a bad crash. It wasn't a lot. It just doesn't take much. I remember being in cognitive therapy. She said, draw a clock. And I drew the clock and I didn't put the numbers in the right place. And I was just like, it was mentally taxing. It's tough to recover from a head injury, especially a repeated head injury, and so I would really love to help educate others on the importance of helmets, the importance of taking care of your head, your brain. It's just tough, super tough to come back from. I spent all summer and fall in rehab sessions for my head. I started working with a local gym in town. The whole team got behind me and just was in my corner. It was unreal. It's an individual sport, but it's absolutely a team effort on all accounts. So much came together to get me back on snow.
Michael,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. When the heli comes up,
Yeah.
you know it's gonna be
go time.
It's gonna be go time.
Michael Mawn went back to the qualifiers and went boom, 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 won the qualifier tour, and I'm so happy to see Michael back on the Freeride World Tour.
Yeah, brother. Good. Crush it. Get it, bro. Crush it.
You're a fucking beast. Get it.
Sure, you too. Michael Mawn, in 3, 2, 1, drop it.
Yes, sir!
Michael Mawn just ticking the boxes across the board. The judges, I have a feeling, and absolutely loving it. And look at the look on his face. Michael Mawn had a tough year last year, but this is where he wants to be. And taking the W today after quite a journey from the Freeride World Tour to the qualifiers and to the top step of the podium, Michael Mawn! Top male snowboarders of the day. Give back it up at it.
Come on, bro. Come on.
It's changed my riding to focus a little bit more on the technical riding, a little bit more on the line choice. Luckily, the sport has a lot of different avenues. So it's something I have to keep in mind, that there's ways to enjoy this sport where it's safe for your head.